So you want to know, how much insurance does an asbestos company need to have? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the answer. So how much insurance does an asbestos company need to have? First things first, there are different types of asbestos service provider. Some companies are very specific and some companies offer a whole range of services. However, no matter which service is provided, asbestos surveying, asbestos removal, asbestos clearance testing, asbestos air monitoring, whatever it is, no matter what the service, if asbestos is involved, then insurance is absolutely vital to ensure companies and customers are protected against the financial risk which can be associated with asbestos. Protection for clients is one thing, but these asbestos service companies have their own risks to deal with, and it's not just about the asbestos itself. Picture this, someone gets sick because of asbestos and they sue the company that dealt with it. Legal fees and compensation could easily reach millions. No one wants that kind of trouble hanging over their heads, right? So what do you need? You need insurance. I'll say that again, you need insurance when it comes to asbestos. Well, there are three types that are needed actually. So let's go through those three. So you have public liability insurance. As a company, this covers you for your work if someone gets hurt or a property gets damaged because of your work. For the customer, this means that they get the much needed protection they deserve. This is very standard and generally well-established companies have cover for 5 million. In the asbestos industry, it is advisable to have 10 million. So if you're a company undertaking asbestos services, then make sure you have that level of cover. If you're a customer, make sure whoever you are using for asbestos service has that level of cover. If it's not in place, there could be a big shortfall if something goes wrong, and that is a huge risk. Also for companies, there is employer's liability insurance. This kicks in if one of your employees gets sick or injured on the job. As with public liability insurance, insurance is very standard. Generally well-established companies have cover for 5 million. In the asbestos industry, it is advisable to have 10 million. So if you're a company undertaking asbestos services, make sure you have that level of cover, and if you're a client, make sure that your company that you're using has that level of cover. And then we have professional indemnity insurance, or PI. This is one that is big. It's the one that is overlooked quite often. There are many asbestos companies who do not have this, or if they do, the cover is often not sufficient. Basically, it protects customers against bad advice and covers companies if someone sues them for giving bad advice. With asbestos, it is essential to have this cover. Now let's talk about PI insurance a bit more. Imagine you're a company giving advice on managing asbestos, but something goes wrong. Maybe there's an accidental exposure and now someone's at risk of a serious illness down the line. If they connect that back to your advice, you could be facing a lawsuit. Imagine you're the customer in the same situation. You're going to want to know that you're in a position to make a claim. PI insurance steps in to cover situations like this. It's like a safety net. But here's the kicker. You need enough coverage. The asbestos company, that means up to 10 million cover. It sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. This amount of money when it comes to asbestos and when things go wrong is not far-fetched. Not having this level of cover leaves the asbestos company and the customer at risk. Now, what happens if you don't have the right insurance? It's not pretty. You might think you're covered, but you then find out the policy doesn't include certain types of work. That's a huge risk for the business and for the customer. Even worse, giving bad advice could come back to haunt you. If someone gets sick or hurt because of your recommendations, you could be sued. And if you're not properly insured, your company could be in serious trouble. So could the customer. So how do you avoid all of this? First off, make sure you're getting the right insurance for your company. If you're a customer, make sure the asbestos company you use has the right insurance. And most importantly, make sure the cover is high enough. Not enough insurance cover can be as bad, as damaging as no insurance cover. So don't skimp on coverage. Remember, professional indemnity insurance isn't just a nice to have, it's essential for protecting businesses and customers. Without it, you could be putting everything on the line. So to sum it up, insurance is crucial in the asbestos industry. It's not just about covering companies, it's about protecting customers and protecting reputations. Don't take any chances. This video has given you a quick intro into how much insurance does an asbestos company need to have. If you would like further information on this or any other asbestos subject, contact a member of the team at Oracle and they will be happy to help. You can find our details on the website www.oracleasbestos.com. Thank you.